What? Hey, King. Call mode, yes? Call mode, yes? Do we care? No?
Yeah, everybody's on Zoom. So
Okay. No, then don't worry about it. No rockets for you.
do it on YouTube.
Good evening.
We're on Twitter.
We are going to be starting our first round of qualifications for the 2025 CTWC Northeast Regional here at Hartford, Connecticut at Retro World Expo. I'm here with Mo Orlando.
And I'm here with Bidwell.
We got Cole, we got Chaotic Hazel, we got Zempro, we got Tetris Ranger all up on stage. We have some people qualifying out in our qual area. And once a meme comes with their camera later today, then we'll get a nice crowd cam. But right now we don't have one, so just deal with our lovely competitors. And once everybody's good and warmed up, we'll start that timer down.
Wait, so am I also off-stream wall rep? Yeah. All right, okay.
We haven't started. We'll do a countdown. So when you get a good score to submit, just raise your hand. Somebody will come record it for you.
After the countdown.
After the countdown.
Sorry.
Okay. Who is recording scores? Are you doing that?
Yeah, I'll be over there.
Okay. So if you're unfamiliar, Mr. Kingsman will be our judge recording your scores. So if you have a good score after your run has started, raise your hand. Kingsman will come over, shake your hand, take your score down, record it in our system, and then you'll be on your way.
And it would not be Retro World Expo without wrestling during my Tetris tournament.
We had the games shows earlier. All right, are all of our players ready? Raise your hand if you're ready.
Raise it and keep it raised.
No, well, that's good the way it is. And then jump up and down or something if you're not ready. Just let us know. Does everybody look good?
Stage people, we good?
All right, well, look at this. I'm going to click start on the counter, and it'll be a 10-second drop-off. So we start in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Here we go. Now, we have some monster competitors coming up here this weekend.
We do, don't we?
Look at these people in chat already. How you going, chat? And what I like about quals is we can kind of be a little more casual. Didn't take long. We already have the people in kick.
We got not one but two different people in kick.
Yeah, well, I think our kick viewership is through the roof with a couple spammers. So thanks to kick. But we're also on YouTube and Twitch currently.
YouTube, Twitch. I know we're on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call that. It's Twitter. I was gonna check Facebook because I'm old. I forget all of the things that we stream to.
Your grandma's happy that you're on Facebook, Lando. She gets to keep track of you.
She could just call me, Bidwell.
You use a phone? Way to go. I didn't know Zoomers used phones.
Yeah, speaking of using a phone, should I call the place we're going to do dinner tonight and see if they have space for us?
The barbecue place?
Just to be safe.
They tend to, we can just kind of just take over. I don't think we have that many people.
That's fair. I went to Applebee's last night.
Whoa. Were you eating good in the neighborhood?
I actually was because it was 9:30, so I was taking advantage of half-price apps, which was nice. But I went in there. There were two different groups on either side of the restaurant taking up like long tables. There was like 20 people in each group. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I feel so bad for these people working right now.
Now, these are unidirectional mics, so the wrestling shouldn't be too bad on our stream. Now, we're going to hear it pretty bad here, but Morlando and I, our voices should be mostly clear through the stream. And, you know, joke all you want about Applebee's. When we were in Philadelphia a couple months ago, we went into an Applebee's, and they were playing CTWC on ESPN in the restaurant just for us. So shout out to them for turning it on all the TVs, not just the ones we were watching. Sometimes corporate chains will do that for you. We'll do nice things.
Yeah. So
early on here, Zempro had got a 231 going. Cole with a 250. Now we are going to be doing 1.2 millions as our quote-unquote max out for this tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be some of the players. It makes it a little harder to get that perfect qualifier. Mm-hmm. That elusive 9 max outs in 1 hour that Meme was able to get at Genesis.
Yeah. It does require our roller players to get into 29 play a little more often than, you know, max out before roll. You know, it's a little better judge of seeds for in the rolling age.
Well, I was thinking the one person that I think this is really going to affect the most is actually Aaron. Because Aaron's good, one of the best tappers in the world, very good about getting a max out. But I don't know if with the tapping has the same sort of 1.2 consistency that a roller would have.
I'm assuming Aaron is qualifying tomorrow.
Or
Aaron's out here. Oh, Aaron's right here now.
Yeah,
Let's go, Aaron. Why aren't you
there
on stage? Oh,
yeah,
well.
Aaron's calling tomorrow. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that will fare.
Well, there's also the live Aaron who doesn't have the nice, relaxing leather chair from 2020 when I was Aaron's judge.
Oh, that was the best chair.
Yep. He soon got a max out in that chair right after that year's competition. So Aaron's always been one of my crew ever since. This is what you tune in for on Fridays at Quals at Regionals.
Yeah, Aaron will be on the main stage here tomorrow during our second qualifying session. We got 3 qualifying sessions tomorrow on top of the one that we're doing tonight.
Yep, so tonight we're going to do our 1 qual session, then we're going to do a side event or 2. I'm not running it. I'm not sure what we're doing tonight, but we'll have it on live. And we should get the Maturino uplink here in a little bit. I think Wingfryer has put that in the chat if somebody wants to put a chat in for us to bring up that link.
Yeah. Oh, they got the King of Chaos over there in the wrestling. Over there, though, by our other TVs, we got the King of Restreams. Kingsman's here in town again. It's always great to have King here. Kingsman and I are the only 2 people to attend every single Hartford Regional.
This is the 6th year? You went in 2019, right?
So we've had 2019, and then we started up again in, I believe, 22.
Yep.
So 22, 23, 24, 25. This is our 5th time being here at RWX, the Retro World Expo here in Hartford, Connecticut.
The insurance capital of the world.
Yeah, I was walking around getting lunch, and I walked right by the Travelers.
Yeah, I saw that. There's the Travelers umbrella next to a statue of, I assume, Puritan pilgrims who had just come over by the boat, kind of hunched over and all kind of not in great physical shape. You know, you cross an ocean fleeing tyranny because you really, 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 really want to sell insurance. And now they got to that opportunity here in Hartford.
Well, you know,
God bless them.
I was thinking maybe they were caught in the rain and they were happy to have the Travelers umbrella there to stop the rain for them. But we got actually some decent games going up on top. Cole leading the way, 741. And Hazel, 646, getting really high up, but has been really improving with her rolling. And so we'll see if she can get out of this high dig here.
So that begs the question: do we ring the bell for 1 million or 1.2 million?
That is the philosophical question, indeed.
Oh, great rollover from Hazel to get that
Oh,
over.
can't get that piece over.
She's going to end up with a 669.
Hey now.
Let's get that recorded, I guess. And we got Kat, you can see in the background. She's going to be judging our stage players.
Hi, Kat.
Yep, gets in that camera shot. Get your camera time.
But yeah, Cole continuing here. 882 here on level 26. Dirty left well Tetris.
Should I mess with this? Let's do this.
Oh, yeah, that's
Can you
right.
still see?
Yeah. My eyes are still young enough. And Cole is very close to the normal regular max out, but not the super max out that we're going for. Tetris is there. 1,031,000. You know what? Screw it. You get like the little. Exactly. You get a weak ring for just getting a regular max out.
That's like a UBX.
But there's another Tetris for Cole. 1.14 now. Gets a Tetris there. 1.18. Could line it out here at this point. Ooh, it is set up for the Tetris and gets it.
Come on, there you go. There you go. A little harder. There you go. 1.2 million on the board.
I haven't done a cowbell in a while. We might be in kind of cow country right now. Connecticut is always much more farmland than you'd think for being in between Boston and New York.
Matcherino up there. Get the Matcherino link up here. Is that here? No, you're looking for the overlay? I just need the tournament number. Yeah, if I get, just go in here. Well, I got Matcherino up. You have it up already? Oh, there it is. Northeast. It's correct. And then if I can get the tournament number, I could just replace this. Oh, you'd want the tournament number? Yeah. Are you? See if he added you as an admin. No, he didn't put you as an admin. All right, I get that. What's that?
Did Wingfryer not send it?
Oh, he just didn't make me an admin. Thanks, Wingfryer.
Yeah, I could kind of go for some wings now. But we're getting barbecue after this.
Heck yeah. We love Wingfryer. We tease because we can, because he does so much for us.
Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Sign him up.
165,949.
And then I can test that. Hopefully. We want to get out of studio.
Ah. I need to, yeah, let me,
Do you want to bring the timer back? There you go.
look at that fat Matcherino. $1 right now. $1.25. You know what? I'm going to claim a code. Now it's $1.50. So if you go to that Matcherino link in the chat.
And it works. It works. Woo. Zumper with a pretty good game going right now. 671 here on level 20.
The other question is, how much will Yoshi help Hazel here? It does take. I know it's strapped on. It's not just balancing there, so she don't have to worry. She can head bob, and Yoshi's going to stay. But it could be a distraction. You know what else could be a distraction? Talking about it. That could be a distraction.
That is very true.
I mean, the earpods are in. Earpods.
Yeah, they don't like listening to us.
I can't imagine why.
They think we talk too much. There we go. Oh, you're an admin now. You're an admin.
I'm an admin now. How about that? But I do have 2 Match Arena logins, so it might have been my other login. It might have been my Discord login instead of my personal login. But with 2 logins, I can claim 2 codes.
But yeah, shout out to most recently, shout out Morlando for the 25 cents claiming the code.
Nice job, Morlando.
But now we got Guafi. Guafi will be here tomorrow. Got a whole bunch of other people. Occupy Starbucks claiming code Hey Gamer. Miwatama, Chris Bidwell, Sanzel. We have Fizzy Cola bottles. Wing Fryer, of course, helping us set up the match arena, and Jar AB. So, yeah, claim those codes while you can.
All right, I guess that's a kicker for
Cole's
Cole.
got a kicker for now.
Oh, there's a big contribution. Jump on that, Morlando. Who gave us $50? See the magic? You mention it, and people donate.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's necessarily, claiming a code, but we very much appreciate that. Let's match Reno. Come on, load for me. Oh, we got $60 from the crowd from Sanzel.
Yay!
Already spending enough this weekend with 2 qualifiers on the stream right now. Of course, the father-daughter duo here of Tetris Ranger and Chaotic Hazel. And Sanzel just along for the ride. But we appreciate you. But yeah, Zempra, so close to 1.2 at a 1.134. While Hazel there with the Tetris goes to 566. Finally gets that left built out enough. Ooh, can't get that T all the way over. Hazel's going to be done there. Yeah, we are already a quarter of the way through. We only got 44 minutes left in this qual session.
Then our long national nightmare is over of us being on the microphone.
Yeah, it's always... Wow, Zempra with, such a beautiful stack. For a second there, just had it completely flat.
And not only playing great Tetris, although the one away from a 1.2 max. Zemper was here yesterday with Kat, helping with the setup and getting the Nesters champs up and running. Total trooper. Getting these events to help out is one thing. You got to take at least a Friday off, but a lot of these events now are starting on Fridays, which means setup day is Thursday. So that requires taking multiple days off work or working remote or whatever rubber band arrangement you have to make with an employer to get out here.
Yeah.
And it's harder. Like King couldn't get out here till today, for instance, because of the Thursday setup and him with his job. So anybody that's able to do that little bit of extra to help with the setup, much appreciated.
Yeah, we would not be streaming right now without Zempro.
We would be. It just looked terrible.
I mean, we'd be streaming, but it would just be like.
I mean, Zempro would look worse.
For iPhones.
So, I mean, maybe that's kind of a trade-off. He looks better, but then he'd look worse. But, you know, it's... They're listening to their AirPods. They're not listening to what we're saying.
Yeah, no one's actually... Tetris Ranger's the one player that's actually listening to us.
Wonder if there's any other... Ranger will typically go find a retro tournament of some sort at these events. Wonder if there's anything else for him picking his interest this weekend. He's done Miss Pac-Man in the past and other classic arcade games.
Yeah, I mean, I know next to us, past Zempro, there's the Retro Rumble.
Mm-hmm. They are like the indie wrestling game.
Yeah, and then I don't know what's going to be behind us right now, but...
We got a tattoo parlor next to us this year, so if you hear a weird buzzing, it's not your CRTs buzzing. It's not a bad NES. It's somebody getting a tattoo, getting scarred for life for the sake of art.
Bidwell, you got any tattoos?
I do not. I'm a boring, boring man.
Zempro's not being boring, though. Has a VIT setup. Of course, the hallmark of any bad VIT setup is setting it up without the long bar and then almost getting routed.
The fact that you mentioned it might have jilted the RNG into giving him 2-line pieces.
So you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. I mean, it's the reverse curse.
Well, no, we were talking earlier today. There's me, Cole, and Hazel. It was, you always notice when RNG is being terrible for you. You don't really notice when RNG is really being good to you.
I think that you need to praise good RNG.
Exactly.
If you believe in a deity of some sort or some sort of supernatural force that you can't detect, give it some thanks. Doesn't hurt anybody. You're going to curse it when you get bad stuff, so do the opposite.
Exactly. Yeah.
So everybody's jumping in there, getting us coupon codes cashed in. Much appreciated. Was it like about $20 worth of coupons on every tournament at least?
I mean, it's 50 codes.
50 codes, so it's $25.
25 cents each.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, 25, not 50.
So, I mean, it's
$12.50.
I'll take an extra $12.50. Ooh, Cole's getting a little high up here. Beautiful burn setup there. Beautiful little bridge burn. And that triple clears it right off the top. Cole pointing to his head, talking the cerebral burns there. So, Bidwell, who are you most excited to see this weekend in terms of our players that are coming in?
Well, first of all, Nate Swan's $100 contribution on a Friday night. Best of luck to all the competitors. Thank you, Nate. Big time contribution.
Shout out to N-Dog.
N-Dog. See, I see characters like that, my eyes glaze over. I don't try to read it anymore.
I thought it was just like chaos for a second. It's like, oh wait, it actually says something.
But either way, much, much, much appreciated.
Big thanks. Big thanks.
Very excited to see Aaron because a lot of these players are kind of making the tour like me, hitting a lot of the tournaments, and it's always good to see them. But I kind of like to see the new faces of the people who don't come to a lot of the events. So definitely good to see Aaron. And then I haven't seen the rest of the list yet, but King, this is, I don't get to see King that often. I talk to him online through our staff meetings all the time, but to see him in person, it's only really like 3 times a year. It's Jonas Cup, it's here, and it's Pasadena. So always good to see the King.
Little misdrop there from Cole.
And, of course, you, Orlando. When I saw your shining face at the airport yesterday, warmed my heart.
And your wallet.
It kept my wallet nice and thick because I didn't have to spend $40+ for an Uber. And I got the nice scenic drive down to downtown instead of the Uber driver rush through traffic and that kind of thing. So always great to see you here.
I think the person I'm most excited to see this weekend, and it's just because I would never in a million years have imagined that they would be here. Toogie is gonna be here.
Coming over from Austria, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like,
of all the ones to come to.
Yeah, I think it was just like kind of coincidence and Toogie was in the area. But as far as I'm aware, still signed up, still planning on showing up.
When you hear Toogie sucks, it doesn't really suck. But oh man, that's just a million points.
Just a million. Just an A.
We are at 37 minutes remaining. We got a couple gentlemen out here from a YouTube channel who are kind of playing this game since they were kids, and they just signed up just to kind of, you know, make a little content video, a little side bet. The loser of this qualifying round has to get a tattoo of an L block. So that'll be fun. But I'm going to go get an update on those two guys, and I'll let you know. But they have PBs in the 500,000-600,000, so they're not slouches.
Yeah. I mean, I think I know a tattoo parlor where they can go.
I think that's the bet there.
Yeah.
So let's get an update.
Yeah, why not? You can either go over to King or King can come over here, but yeah, I might as well just go visit King. All right, Cole's back, and hopefully it's time for the warm up. As in, it's too cold. It's a little cold right now, you know. It's always those darn conventions. You never really know what the temperature's going to be. Zempra's going to top out there, 462, unfortunately.
So if you want to bring up the bracket there, Killer Carp versus Pizza Boy. And right now, Killer Carp has a 370 submitted, which for a first timer, that's nothing
good
to sneeze at. That's not bad.
We also got another $5 here from Steve Oscar. Keep your head high. Keep aiming for the stars in the sky. Have fun out there.
Oh, that's from
Adkilla at Kick.
We have our Kick viewer putting in the $5. Single-handedly keeping the platform alive with that $5 contribution.
I still don't know anything about Kick. I'm old enough where if I hear Kick, I think of the old messaging app rather than the streaming app. Which is kind of weird, but it's like that's my brain.
But while we're in the slow stages, also big shout out to Retro World Expo for hosting us. They had the stash of CRTs, the NES decks, and this is rare for a YF convention.
And
wired internet.
Oh,
what a dream come true.
Beautiful.
I literally posted a picture this morning and called it copper gold when I had the Ethernet cable in my hand. Because it truly is, because you get some wild Wi-Fi setups at some of these things. And you know what? We're not Kofi and Dan V. Let's see if we can find where our names are in here and change them. So you are...
I guess I'm not Kofi.
There we go. Much better. I think the Yoshis have run rampant for years, and these are just the leftovers. Because the Yoshis were pretty big in the Cole Scooty rivalry years. It kind of passed and been passed down to the Hazel generation now.
Which is still weird to think
Hazel
that's there's even more generations of Tetris players.
Have you met Dro yet?
I've not had the pleasure of meeting Zero yet.
Well, you know, he's hard to miss if he's in the same room with you. You won't miss him.
I know
9-year-old energy, but he's probably 10 now. But 10-year-old energy, like for sure, it's kind of great.
Yeah, I think his dad was saying that they're considering going to Portland for Jonas Cup.
Yeah, they're out of Seattle area, so that's not much of a track for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be out in Portland.
Hell yeah!
First large-scale CTWC event. Haven't been able to get out to Pasadena. been meaning to get out to either Portland or Pasadena for the past many couple years now. So
I think size-wise, it'll be small enough that you could still kind of enjoy the social aspect of it. We're not going to be overwhelmed with the size. So it's a nice medium-sized tournament.
I also think for me,
Yep.
It's still 9.
Barrett with the online facts there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Barrett. But yeah,
younger than you, for sure.
A little bit, but yeah, no. And also just for me, as someone that found CTWC from Jonas, I think that I saw from my generation, I saw Jonas and Jeff 2016, like about a month before actually 2017 CTWC, and then I started watching Jonas's streams, and so that's how I got all involved in all this. But so with that connection, considering that I am a DAS exclusive player, and making me want to feel like I have some sort of chance of making gold bracket, going to Jonas Cup just makes the most sense for me.
Should be a good show. Obviously, they'll be playing for a chance for a trip to Cologne, Germany, and the DAS World Cup next summer. So we are down to 31 minutes, about halfway through your qual run.
But yeah, at the moment, we have just the 1.2, and that came from Cole.
Still have I think Zempro's got one in him here.
Yeah, Zempro's got a max with the 1.134, but not a 1.2. And that's just how it is. Apparently the rules were being changed this year. I mean, we're experimenting with a few different things.
That's the point of the regionals. It's kind of experiment with the rule changes and see what works and what doesn't work, and some rules will get incorporated into the big tournaments and others won't.
What is this, the Atlantic League in baseball?
Yeah. We need some robo-umps.
Yeah, we don't need cat. We need some robo-umps, you know.
I mean, I'm sure Yobi would probably figure something out, but we don't need to go that far yet.
Ooh, Zemp with the T spin tuck there. And another Vitz setup. Actually, I just realized Vitz setup is like, say, an ATM machine.
Yeah, or LED light.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
but that makes it funnier in my book.
Yeah. Especially when you don't get the long bar. It's hilarious. Zempro does transition there. 524. Cole's also up here, level 21 at 653, so a little over halfway to a 1.2. Missing the spin there, though. Gets a nice elbow for the triple. Does open this up again. Wants a long bar here. Gets it. Tetris is up to 690. Is that a hey now?
No.
No, okay. It's only just the okay, got it.
If you have to ask, it isn't.
721
because the
now.
hey now is the audible wink. Like you know, the audience knows, but if you have to ask, it's no longer a wink. You're just making it too obvious.
That's very fair. 749. Tetris there for Cole's up to 779. Zempro dirty Tetris up there, 640 now. Oh, and Cole with the Vitz now. Gonna burn it away, unfortunately.
So Cole's got like about a 1 million as a kicker and a 1.2 max out in the bank. And these 1.2s really do stretch out your gameplay time. Normally with a standard game, 1 million points takes roughly 10 minutes. So the 1.2, obviously, add that 20% onto your time for your average time for these. And in an hour time span, that's going to slow down your max out rate.
Yeah, so not only are the games lasting longer it's harder to get those scores, so you're going to not have as many games that get to 1.2.
And when you miss it, that wastes even more time.
Exactly. If you get a 1.1, well, if you get a max out, but you already had a 1.1 as a kicker anyway, that's just a wasted max out at that point.
What a world we live in.
Bring back no max out left behind. Come on, Vandy, do it. But Cole, A49 right now.
29 is imminent. The speed will double again. Well, doubles for the first time. Doubles again at 39. All right, 1.12. So this is the kicker. But needing another 75,000 points here. Looks it's under control. But again, with the time situation, lining it out will take some extra time. Starting to fall apart. Oh, that could do it.
Oh, can't get the 5 tap. Cole's going to be done at 1.136, which is still actually the highest kicker now of anyone, beating Zempro's 1.134. So not only does Cole have the only 1.2, also has the highest kicker. So who's in charge of the side event?
Some guy named Not Me.
Yeah, I think I know that guy. I think it's Not Me, yeah.
Yep. President Not Sure.
And once again, Cole is taking a break in between a game. Kids these days in their phones.
I do that too. You know, people are watching. You know, you gotta gotta put on a show for people.
I mean, that's my thought process. I'm not gonna have I'm gonna have an okay qual, but I just got to make it entertaining for everyone. But yeah, some scores from our 4 players. Just as a reminder, Cole's got the 1.2, and now that 1.136. Zemp in second, 1.134. Hazel's got the 669, 160. And
Zempro was over 1 million, right?
what?
Zempro had 1 million?
1.13.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So very close, but yeah. Yeah, wait. Why did Zempro? Yeah, that was crazy. That was insane.
I thought there was a game over. I wasn't watching the whole time.
I had given up. I had given up on Zempro.
Well, in a qual game, sometimes if you're struggling like that, you kind of want to let it go to keep your time, not waste your time. But then players also want to get good at getting out of bad situations for tournament situations. So,
Yeah, Hazel's going to be done at 5:02 there.
Copyright strike, baby.
Yeah, so I'm just going to... Okay, good. I
don't think it's picking up too well. If you look at the levels on the here and on... I think it'll be quiet enough that we won't get punished.
It's not my fault, I swear.
Very faint. Okay, so we should be good.
Yeah, Cole's going with the 19 strats now. Trying to speed up the actual game in order to get that faster 1.2. Yeah. Wing saying VOD, the VOD might still be monetized, but if you want to see some old Tetris VODs, Classic Tetris now has 24/7 archives.
Yes.
So be sure to check those out. Who knows, you might even run into an old, you could either run into an old Northeast Regional, or if you somehow come across 2019, the old New England Regional.
Wow.
Because there was the Pittsburgh qualifier that got to be considered the Northeast one that year.
East Coast, yeah.
So yeah, we went with New England.
That's Vince geography there. That's not my fault. Vince named it that event.
I just showed up to this, and here we are 6 years later. We had 22 minutes left to go, almost 2/3 of the way through. Yeah, if you guys are trying to figure out who's going to get a tattoo or not, at least as from what I got in the sheet, Pizza Boy with a 338, Killer Carp only a 270.
All right, well, we're getting down to our last 20 minutes.
Not much time left to improve on those scores, but still enough time.
And they're starting, it looks like the level 12 area there. And we are having a silver bracket tomorrow, too, so they're going to get a chance to compete in match play, most likely with those scores.
Oh, for sure.
All right, Tetris Ranger with a 402.
I think that's the first official score there for Tetris
Got to get
Ranger.
something on the board there, yeah.
He had a little bit too much on the board.
Yeah. It's the antithesis of the goal of the game.
All right, Cole in a level 21 now, 670. Ooh, beautiful adjustment there for the square. Oh, beautiful adjustment for the key talk. And Tetris there up to 697. Expert stacking there from the Tetris player formerly known as Cole Bucket.
He kicked the bucket. He's just Cole now.
I really wonder what he's listening to.
Who knows?
That's the thing, is I always wonder what these players are like actually listening to when they put headphones in. Like, I want to know, like, I want to see, like, every week with CTWC Socials, like, Tetris player playlists for the week.
We should put that together. They do those on the spoofy.
It's like, I'd love to know what it's like. Are you listening to something that's pumping you up? Are you listening to something that's calming you down a little bit? Are you listening to an audiobook for some reason? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Are you listening to the Peace Dependency podcast? I don't know.
Definitely not. He just shook and said no.
Well, I guess they're still listening to us a little bit, but yeah, Cole here, 866. All right, now trying to get out of this before 29 starts, but it especially just wants to get it done as early as possible. That was a Tetris, I guess. Wow.
That's what we talked about earlier. I mean, if he gets to another 1.1, it's really a wasted game. He really needs to get a max out on this game to get that second one on the board and have a potential for a third before we run out of time. And it's going to require some 29 play, but if you keep the board low and roll those points away. That should be doable.
Yeah, 2 more Tetrises available for Cole before the transition. 987. Now 988. Now 989. Just taking too many burns. And Tetris there.
All right. So 180,000 points necessary. That's going to be several Tetrises. The line level cap is not on in qualifiers, so you can theoretically play this as long as necessary. It's really a time issue. But Tetrises will definitely help like that.
Yeah, 107.4 now for Cole. His setup gets a
Nice.
Tetris. 1113. And set up for another one. Ooh, burned out of it though.
You really don't have time to make adjustments, obviously, at 29 speed. You're committed to the piece before it even appears.
But Tetris there, Cole doing a good
away
job.
from that 1.2.
Ooh,
Series of doubles. Set up for a Tetris to get it. He's in scoring position. Will he get the line to get the completion? He's selling out for it. He's selling out. He's not going to get one.
No.
Oh, one away.
and Cole 1.181. Need 19,000 more points.
That's the difference between your million-point scoreboard and your 1.2 million-point scoreboard.
But I mean, if we were doing just regular max outs, we wouldn't have gotten a game like that.
No.
We don't get to see that 29 play during
That's the purpose.
the qualifier, and it's not only does it help equalize the playing field a little bit, get everyone a little bit into the better seed, it's just entertaining for us to watch.
All right, we are down to 16 minutes. You've got 1/4 of your time remaining plus a bonus minute. It just sounds better when called a bonus. It's not really a bonus.
No, we're not giving you a minute. We're not running a stoppage time.
Oh, that's a soccer thing.
We're not doing soccer. We're not doing stoppage time.
If there's an injury, we will call timeout. We're not going to pull a stretcher out and keep the clock running.
No, if there's an injury, you just leave the stage and then everyone else will keep going around you. But yeah, Hazel 644 right now. Very close to getting a new top score for today, which was, reminder, 669. And with that Tetris, 677. That'll be a new score for, at the moment, a little bit of calm Hazel. Not quite chaotic.
We are in the back left corner of the convention center along with the other tournaments and the game show stage and the wrestling ring. So if you're visiting us, head all the way to the back, make a left.
Just go to the wrestling ring and then just keep looking around, then eventually you might see it.
Yep.
But yeah, all right, Hazel here. Furthest along.
She's improved her score here, so this is all gravy points.
Yeah, takes a burn. Not in a position to really score. Now is in a position to start building back up. Would be hoping to get something in the 800Ks here. I'm not sure if anything 900K is viable. Has a long bar dependency in column 3 there. And running into a drought, 18, 19, 20 piece drought so far. And Hazel's going to keep stacking up high. 30 pieces now. Finally gets a long bar, but
this is the worst
stats
time to
falling
get
apart.
this because 29 is imminent. 3 lines away.
It's just going to try and get it.
Sell out for that Tetris. Gets it. And gets the square over just in time, but no more, but 790.
790 there. New improvement from Chaotic Hazel.
Great patience to get that last Tetris on 28. All right, what do we got on Killer Carpet Pizza Boy here?
Carb coming in clutch right now, 364, 146.
364K.
364. Killer Carp taking the lead from Pizza Boy.
The loser is going to get an L tattoo. I told him if you show it in mirror mode, it's a J piece like our trophy. But that requires some skin contortion, and that might not be healthy or comfortable.
Or it's just a mirror. Then just pretend
that's less funny.
I think just the principle of having an L tattooed on your body is hilarious. Especially if it's not my body.
Yeah, it's somebody else's body. Absolutely funny as hell.
Oh, it's hilarious. I mean, I'm 25, but my mother would not allow me to get a tattoo still.
I'll just shake my head and...
Oh, and Hazel topping out early. It's always like that. You know, you get the really good game, and then you're like, oh, I'm on top of the world. I could do anything. And then the game's like, no,
nope,
you can't.
Back to reality.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, et cetera, et cetera. Please don't copyright strike us.
See, what you allow to get you 2 tattoos.
Ooh.
They like cancel each other out. Get an L and a J.
Yeah, I'd have to get one on each side, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Hazel just giving up. At this point, that's the question. Are we playing Okay, hold on. Zempro had 2 Vitzes there. Had one tucking to the right, and then more classic tucking it back to the left. But double Vitz.
That's more Vitz than I can handle.
Yeah, so much Vitz. But yeah, we are approaching the point where you're kind of giving up earlier than you otherwise would, just because you want to have as much time as possible for any sort of games. All right, but players, you have just over 10 minutes to go.
I was watching the clock all ready to say 10 minutes to go, and
yeah,
you stole my thunder, Morlando.
I stole my own thunder.
Oh, my Lord. That's what you get a tattoo of, a thunder thief.
I mean, there's already the lightning thief, so.
Right. Then there's the electricity thieves.
And then there's the electric company.
Mm-hmm. You remember that show?
Before
your time.
No, they made like a new version.
Oh, that's right. My kiddo watched that.
Yeah. It had Lin-Manuel Miranda do a couple. He had one talking about hard G versus soft G.
Yeah.
He had a whole rap in that. Yeah. And that was before Hamilton was a thing. I don't know. It was maybe around the same time as In the Heights, but.
Morgan Freeman was in the old version. See? All right, so with under 10 minutes remaining, Zempro looking to get that 1.2 on the board. Had a 1 away earlier with a 1.1 plus. Coal Bucket looking for max out number 2. He's gotten pretty much every version of max out. He's got a proper 1.2, a 1.1, and a 1.0 on the board, but we only count 2 of those. 1 official max out and 1 kicker.
Yeah, so qualifiers work. We do. So traditionally, Classic Tetris has run on a number of max outs and then your next highest score. But the player level has gotten so good the past couple years.
We're up the ceiling.
We're up the ceiling. So it's number of 1.2 million scores and then your next highest score. But yeah, despite higher player level, We're up in the degree of difficulty. We currently have a total score of 1.
Yeah. So
Right
Zempro with a 630,000 transition to 18 and 19. That is off the charts good. So this might be the game here. Gets a nice S spin.
Beautiful there. Game not
Oh, okay. Well, it's back under control, but lose a little bit of pace. Tetris Ranger getting a better score. He upping from his 404 earlier. Score not found. Now he's at 417.
Zempro now set up dirty. Zempro, gets that long bar over, but couple daggers. Getting the right pieces, though, is losing a ton of scoring potential. But the most important part about scoring potential is not being topped out. All right, Tetris Ranger
with 432.
Yeah,
so still time.
Cole, 750 onto level 22 now. Get another Tetris there, up to 778. So we got 2 good games going between Cole and Zempro.
Yeah, it's definitely Zempro's strongest games of the session. That's how you want to finish strong, you know?
Ooh, passing
aggressively passing the Tetris.
Gonna pay off so far, getting another long bar there, 899.
Sometimes you're feeling the flow of the line pieces, and you'll take that risk. Now, mind you, feel has nothing to do with it in the code, but if it exists for the player and they feel it, and then you go with it.
Yeah, and there's another one there, 934 for Zempro. Getting another long bar for the Tetris, 967. Ooh, but Zemp getting a little high right now. They're getting a little high. Gets a long bar.
Nice.
And another one there.
All right, 1.05.
850. Cole getting a little high. Gets a long bar there, up
Dirty
to 968.
Tetris way up on 27. All right, 29 speed imminent here. Zempro needing 100,000 points to get that max. He's holding out for the line. Is he not getting it? Oh, he can't get it. He's going to get a 109.
And that's not even an improvement on the kicker.
Oh, man. Cole Bucket with a 1 million. We got 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Cole into 29 speeds. Gets a Tetris there up to A94.
This is some smooth 29 from Cole right now. No panic whatsoever in the game. Knocks on another. 2 Tetris away from that 1.2. Nice. Oh.
Oh no, board's falling apart.
32,000 to go. You can line this out with singles. About 1,000 points per line. Time's not really a factor with 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. You can get one more game in no matter what at this point. He's 8,000 points away, and it looks like he's going to line it out. $198, $199.
There it is.
Nicely done. Give him the bell.
So Cole with the second 1.2 there.
and a time to start another game with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Now our players do have the option of finishing out the game once the clock is expired, so they can kind of play go, no go with any of these games when the timer is approaching 0.
Yeah, Hazel with the one decent game going right now, 637 on level 23, trying to beat a 790. And doing a good job with the down stacking here. Would love a square in there. Oh, gets the square one after. And going to take a triple.
Yeah, 1 meter short.
But finally open. Long bar just in time, 690. So 100,000 more points for Hazel to get a score improvement. Try to improve her seeding. We're taking top 16 in a gold bracket.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little fun tomorrow because with our limited time, it's going to be basically best 2 of 3s for all but the finals tomorrow. So getting that seeding is even more important because you get a higher seed, you're going to play an easier round 1. And with the best 2 of 3, chaos is more likely to happen. So chaos is on screen right now with the Yoshi on her head, but actual chaos is potential tomorrow with those best 2 of 3 matchups.
I mean, a couple of years ago in, might have been 23. When did Eric win CTWC?
First year back, so 2022.
Yeah, so in 23, we had some very interesting early round matchups. I mean, Eric almost got knocked out by Vance in round 1 as the defending world champion to a DAS player. And myself as the 12 seed, I actually was able to upset Guafi. Also, we have 1 minute remaining in the first qualifying session. Or 40 seconds, but yeah.
Yeah, 40 seconds. So this is the point where you need to get your game restarted. It takes about 10 seconds to restart your game.
I mean, we're not on qual mode.
We're not on qual mode, but still,
so
you don't want to cut it that
But
close.
yeah. Hazel 819 taking a swig of water. She's just teasing the clock right now.
So much hydration. Zemp with the swig.
Meanwhile, Cole just has an open container of water that could just very easily spill out.
All right. Here we go in 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. Pencils down. No more cooking. Insert other cliche about time running out.
So our players can finish this game that they're on. We get a little score update there for you got the board up, Mr. Morlando?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna.
Let's just do a score update for everybody playing.
Yeah, I wanna see. I guess we'll wait for an update from King once those games over there. All right, so we had Frank M. Thinks of walking, but has a nice 14,000. So not too shabby, but for players here, Pizza Boy 338, Killer Carp 364. So unless anything can happen in the last game, it's gonna be Pizza Boy getting that L block tattoo. But our top 4 players are actually the 4 players on the screen right now. Tetris Ranger finishing with a 432 760. Hazel 1 game to go, but she'll be trying to beat that 819 that she just got. Meanwhile, Zemp 1.134, so just under that 1.2. We'll see how this next game is going to go. And of course, our current leader in the clubhouse, still actually out on the golf course, but Cole with 2 1.2s and a 1.18 8-1 kicker. So we will see how our 3 players on screen finish. We'll see how our couple of players off in the side area go. And of course, these are not
our from Hazel up here. This is
give her the long bar. Give her the long bar. Dirty Tetris for Hazel.
Oh man, we're gonna get. That's sticking a tongue out, man. We might break a rule there. That's a TOS violation.
Sort of dead drops the long bar there. Second person advertising my kick fam. But yeah, so folks,
we will.
This is our last this is our one and only qualifier session of today. But be sure to stick around. We're doing some sort of side event that someone else is in charge of. And of course, we'll be back here again tomorrow for 3 different qualifying sessions. And of course, the actual tournament, 16-player gold bracket, however many players silver bracket, and it'll be chaos. And a quick time frame.
Oh, thank you for the Match Arena link. I was just about to bring that up. This is our last chance for this evening to talk about our Match Arena. We're already up near $200, which is great for a Friday night on a 3-day event. Mr. Game Scout is here.
Man, he looks just like a song scout.
Getting my picture taken already?
Yeah. Oh, man, the paparazzi's here. Oh. But yeah, our 3 players up on screen right now. Cole with the 637 here on level 22. Hazel, very suffer game, 244 at 105. But there's no sense in topping out when it's already game over.
Oh, no, get your screen time in.
Oh, we're getting everyone showing up now. We got a Bland over there. We got a Shadow Knight.
We got a Pumpy Heart. Look at all these people.
Pumpy's been here. Of course, Aaron and Katie here. Of course, we got your 2 boys on the mic right now. We got Bidwell. We got Morlando. That's weird talking about myself in the third person.
Oh. You and The Rock.
Yeah, me and Terry Crews. Ew. Yeah. Cole 760. Yeah, I missed it. 800.
This is some
800,
pace.
500. Great points to line ratio. Zem's also got a good game going right now. 455 at 121. Could get 3 Tetrises before transition and gets 1 of them at least. Set up again. Gets another one. Over 500K now, 501. Has 1 line to burn before the transition.
So a typical game, especially me, is to have a great game pre-transition and then blow it post-transition. Let's see if Hazel can do the opposite with a terrible pre-transition and then turn it on 19.
Yeah, didn't even have 300K going to level 20. Now already at 325. Set up for a Tetris again. Waiting on a long bar. Taking a skim there. Gets the long bar. Tetris is up to 351 and is set up once again. Does have a long bar dependency on the left side now, though. And set up another one, but just trying to keep this board in good shape. Could have missed a spin there. Wanted that extra rotation. But doing a good job of getting these pieces over. Gets that piece over left. Gonna take a double and Tetris there for Hazel up to 395. Meanwhile, Cole is into level 30 now.
100,000 to go.
Just needs 100,000.
Now, lining it out is probably out of the question. It takes 100 lines roughly to do that. So there's going to be at least some double, triple action up, or a center roll Tetris like this.
And Hazel's going to be done there. Couldn't get that long bar all the way left. Done at 396.
All right, we're down to 51,000. for Cole to get number 3. You really got to get this one.
Yeah, we are going to have some heavy hitters qualifying tomorrow. Tugi, of course, the villain of Vienna. A different name that King has come up with that I don't believe I should say on Classic Tetris channel. Wallbant's going to be here.
From Canada.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron, I was
10,000 to go for
10,000 to Cole, come on.
Oh,
no, needs a long one. Needs a
like
long one.
Oh, I guess that's a kicker, but
new
ouch.
kicker for Cole.
So not a complete waste, but
Aaron's got some good skills. Got Shadow Knight and Bland here now. Gonna get some good
We
players.
got Zempro left here at 820.
Of course, yeah, Zempro could get the 1.2. We shall see.
Right down the middle. All right.
890. 890, 980. Beautiful little bit of number fluidity there. I don't know. I couldn't think of the right words there. But yeah, remember with the match arena, you don't even need to. I mean, you should definitely fully contribute, but
there's still coupon codes.
Take those coupon codes. Got a couple there recently. We got D Bradley, and of course we got Seth Dark, and then a ... which I assume might be head, but.
Look at Zempro. Got his million.
Got the regular old boring max out, you know.
It's a little high for 29. Might want to burn this down.
Oh, 2 lines to go. Gonna
Takes
triple.
a triple. All right. Can he get a line? There it is. All
Tetris
right.
there for Zempro.
Need 120,000.
He's gonna need to get something, but can't get anything right.
Can he? Oh!
Can't get it. Zempro is gonna be done at A85, and that's not even a new kicker.
Well, Morlando, fun hour with you.
Fun hour with you, Bidwell.
We'll do this
be
again
back
tomorrow, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We're going to have some side events up later, and we'll get everybody set up, and stick around, everybody.
It's weird how we're doing side events with the front and center. Ah, nice. NTC crap out?
No, looks great.
If you need another one of these, I have one.
Yeah. Ames here. Does she have her camera? Do we want to set that up now?
Yeah, I brought mine here for the commentator one tomorrow, so it just depends on
Okay. I mean, we can do it tomorrow morning, too.
That's fine. They want to do a relay, so I told them to stream it, but no expectation that I'm going to get it. They'll just self-manage.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No,
I'm hands off.
yeah,
I got to force myself to take a break.
no, I mean, that's why I kind of planned. I don't know.
Oh, who won? So, pizza?
Killer Car, 364 over pizza, 330.
Yeah, talk. They're doing it too. So you can talk.
Yeah, so I was taking, I mean, the guy was awesome.
Ooh. Oh, this is still on. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, people. Congrats to the first group of today's Friday qualifying session here at Retro World Expo. We got qualifying sessions going on tomorrow as well. So there's still time. If you saw this action, you like it, and you want to try your hand at it, we got spots still open for our 11:30 qual and our 2 o'clock qual. So if you're interested, you come and see the King here at the booth, and we'll get you set up. Otherwise, for you relay fans out there, you want to play some Tetris Relay, and show off your skills, come on down and come up to the main stage. You guys sort that out. Let's have a good time. We're here till 8 o'clock at Retro World Expo. This is the Classic Tetris World Championships.
I have one badge left. Are you for anybody else?
One badge I told Junior Friday I would give it to him because he's coming tomorrow.
Okay.
But I want to keep it as a safety just in case.
Got it.
You got yours, right?
I got my 3. That's what I was going to use it for that, but that's still done. I don't need it. It was for like somebody's bringing a class one, so I'll take it.
The Savage ring.
That's right. Savage is bringing Dave, but then I have these 3 for Dave and for Flo, so I got my 3. But if Savage brought her husband, then I would have given it to her.
Then hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just tell you again. Don't have it.
How's it going? My friend Teddy here is signing tomorrow. I don't know what day.
What time tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
We can look it up. I can look it up.
Okay, great.
Under the name of Rush Tea.
What's the gamer tag name?
Rush
Rush
T.
Rush T. Here you are. Let's see. Qualifying session. Should be number 1.
Oh, session 2, I think. Oh, maybe I don't know what. Saturday qualifying session 2, 12:45.
45. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at. Yeah, 12:45 to 1:45. Yeah.
Okay. So I gotta pay somebody, right?
You can pay me tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
So like about 15, 20 minutes before his session starts, you come over to the desk here, and then I'll check you in. And you get paid.
Okay. Is this free play tonight?
It's free play tonight. Yeah. So you guys can hang out there. You can play as much as you want till 8 o'clock.
Thanks, man.
You got it.
they on? Test. Okay, hi. If you're doing relay, please try and form your teams and then let me know if you have a team, just so I can get a list of who's actually playing. Okay, so we're not that good on time, so we should probably get started soon. I think the format is probably just going to be I choose the seeds and then we play a bracket. So I think we're going to do the first round, which is going to be RXS and Scout versus Wally and Morlando.
All right, you heard Lucy. Get your butts up here. Who was it? Morlando and Wally, right? And RXS and Scout. Let's go. Come up stage. It is relay time. Morlando and Wally. End that game right now. You're not going to max out. Get your butts up here. Come on, hurry up. Yeah, Pacers are trash. Get your arms up here.
Is there an easy way to do like one side versus the other side? That's probably easiest in terms of chairs. Like, I don't know if we're going to be able to fit 4 chairs in two setups.
We can do that. How do you want to do it?
Like, probably this setup versus this setup. Like, setup 2 versus
Yeah, so you guys sit down. Let me see where you go.
yeah. Just pick a setup. It doesn't matter.
Are these like actual things? Or they fake them? How about that? Like they're on top of it. Does that work? Yeah. Like this quadrant here. Does that work? Should we switch to this? Or you want them going?
I think these two might.
Make Wally. I feel bad for the people who have to like actually play.
Surely Aaron and Katie are number 1 seed. Is that what you're saying, threes? Is that what you're saying, threes?
Yes, by my benevolent dictatorship, they are 1 seed. So they will play the winner of this one.
Do you both need to be on the same side here?
No,
No, because it's just gonna.
we're just going to change it on DC. So as long as we get people consistently playing at the same setups, that's fine. But you guys can warm up.
Why are we still getting the 4 player?
RXS and Scout, do you have a team name or? Okay.
The cameras are completely separate. All right, nice. It's player 1. Where's player 2? That or
It's okay, picking a nose. Ha ha ha.
Perfect. Wow. Freaking what? Yeah, I don't know how y'all are gonna get both of them.
Like a small hat?
Huh?
Roller? Like that?
If you want to rename Wallando, or these are the names that we're going with, I think, is Wallando with 3 L's,
You want Wallando?
and then just RXS / Scout
Oh, that double.
Wallando.
with 3 L's,
With 3
We got a few Tetris stuff. That was pretty good.
Wallando. And
and then just RXS / Scout or whatever.
RXS Scout.
I don't know if there's going to be a place to put this up, but it is in the sheet.
Incredible. Lovely.
I think that works. They actually did a nice job. Okay. I like it. I like that actually. Very nicely done. Sempro, you beautiful bastard.
You can do it, but it's a huge nerve. Yeah.
Lucy is deciding the seeds. Yes. Wingfire, am I live on stream? Can you hear my beautiful voice? The Wallando method. That'd be actually a really cool name. Yeah, you're right, boy. Want to see if we're here. Yes. Thank you, Wingfire, confirming the audio is working. Good. So you've heard all the secret stuff that we were talking about at CTWC. Amazing. Why not RX Scout? I could do that, Jay. That's not a bad idea. RX Scout. See that, Lucy? That's not a bad idea. RX Scout. It's like going to the pharmacy and getting a Scout pill. That's amazing.
Okay. Hello, Twitch chat. I think we are going to get started pretty soon. So, players, let's start closing up these warm-ups and getting ready to play. So I think we're probably going to do best of 3 the whole way because we're low on time, but we're at least going to do best of 3 this round, and then maybe we can switch it up if we're doing better on time before. Because I do expect earlier top outs. It's harder to control the relay when you're having 2 players. So hopefully it won't take forever, but I think we're just going to do best of 3 for the first match and see how we're doing on time. See how good the Relay actually is. But yeah, let's talk about the format while the players are getting ready. So this is Relay. What that means is you have 2 players, and the players will be swapping who takes control and plays the game every Tetris they get. So let's say the RX Scout team, if Scout were to go first, the first Tetris he scores, he passes the controller over to RXS, then RXS plays Tetris, and when he gets one, passes back. Burns don't cause any pass back, so you can line out indefinitely. I think we are ready to go, so let's get started, and I can keep explaining the rules as we go. So let's get them counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So unfortunately, we can't see super well who's going to be starting off, but Simultris to start off thus far. Finally broken there. But first Tetris on the side of Wallando, and pass the controller over. I believe Morlando is playing right now, and Scout just started playing on his team's side. So one of the issues we've had to think about with this relay format is if you have a roller on your team, which I think we might see a bit later with one of the other teams, but I'm not super sure. How do you make it so the roller can't just line out indefinitely? Because that sort of takes a lot of the fun out of the game if the roller is just going to be lining out instead of actually going for Tetrises and going for the team aspect where you pass it. RX Scout up high here. This is Scout slow tapping the bar over to the left, but can't get that one over to the right, and Wallando are already good for game 1.
Hello. Is this on? It is on. Okay. I've been told to join you.
Welcome, welcome. I don't know if you're audible. Chat, can you hear Katsugiri?
Hello. Am I audible? Can
Big girl voice.
my big girl voice? Okay.
I'm here. Go ahead. Increment. Increment stage. First is-
Okay, but we're going to get seeds incremented and get game 2 started. So let us know when you're ready. Both teams are ready. So let's get game 2 counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
We are Bidwell, and who's the other one? On the scene, it said the
Morlando,
commentators.
probably.
Oh, Morlando, yeah.
But yeah, so one thing we've had to think about with this format is how do we make kill screen play reasonable? And what I, as the benevolent dictator, have decided is that we're going to be doing, you must switch every level. So you can play kill screen, you can line out as much as you want. If you score a Tetris, you still have to switch on the kill screen. Otherwise, you have to switch once every level. So this will hopefully reduce the amount of straight up line out that we see. And if there is line out, then it'll have to be much more exciting line out where people have to pass back and forth. And the point is more that we can get the team part of it to be the main focus rather than, you know, just rolling dominating yet another thing. And if rolling ends up being the best, that's cool, but an interesting thing about relay is because you're passing the grip back and forth, you're going to have to maybe use a different grip. So RX Scout are both playing DAS. I believe Wallando are as well. So 4 DAS players here, making it pretty easy to pass.
Yeah, I can imagine tapping would be like the most cracked in this mode at least. And rolling is just kind of, yeah, good luck with that, man.
I have heard that it's possible if you just have one person stay in their rolling grip the whole time, but it is not super practical without significant practice. So our number 1 seed here by my interesting choice is Katie and Aaron, who are a dasser and a tapper. So nice to see the more classic play styles still having success.
I mean, even here, we kind of see, like, the whole, like, speed is king, tapping kind of taking over DAS a little bit. I mean, Aaron is, like, a tap main, right? And he's, like, really fast. and also a huge fan of relay. So like in every aspect, including like preparation, I guess you could call it that, he is probably worthy of the 1 seed title.
I did choose these seeds for a reason, more or less. Hopefully I know some amount of ball and my seeding is more accurate than just randomly choosing.
True.
But we will see. But yeah, bit of a lead for Wallando thus far. Up about 2 Tetrises and 1 Tetris of lines. So when it's same line count, it's a little under 2 Tetrises.
Damn, I wish we could see their hands. Like, it's really funny to just watch them, like, frantically try to transfer. Like, the more efficient teams probably won't have as much chaos, but, like, teams who aren't used to the transfer, like, it makes for some good entertainment trying to watch them, like, figure that out.
Yeah, I wonder if we could change the camera, but I think the cameras are probably too horizontal to
Maybe.
get that figured out. We have Zempro on the scene to see. Yeah.
If
That would
you
be
can.
awesome.
I mean, if you can, like, that would be sick, but...
So we're gonna try some shenanigans to get the hands in as well. Shout out Zempro, as usual, putting in work at every regional.
Seems pretty smooth. Like, the transfers don't look very chaotic, so feels like they're doing all right.
Yeah, it's better than I was expecting, because
Yeah.
I don't think either of these teams have played Relay together before maybe about 30 minutes ago. Morlando says he hasn't played at all,
Oh.
but good performances for both teams. These are some pretty solid paces for a normal game, let alone Relay. But still around that 40,000 point lead. That's a little under 2 Tetrises for Wallando. But really close on the line count and just hasn't moved much at all in a very long time in the score difference this game. Another strategy is you want to play especially cleanly in relays generally, just because when you're passing it to your teammate, if the board's up high after you score a Tetris, it might just be over right then if they can't start moving the piece immediately. So keeping dash charge is also a strategy to think about in terms of being able to get the next piece over in time.
Yeah, like imagining getting a Tetris into like the level 19 transition and then having to like frantically hand the controller over to your partner. Like at that point, it may just be better to like single or double or triple and not have to deal with that.
Yeah, and we're coming up to the 19 transition here, both looking at transition scores somewhere in the 500s, but need to get there first. Both Tetrising and then singling, so one more Tetris worth of burns taken, so one final Tetris available for each. Both are past that 500 barrier, and we'll see if might be a possible dirty setup on the side of Wallando, maybe just going to burn it down into transition, but both looking pretty clean through that initial transition.
I feel like here maybe we're gonna start seeing like misdrops as transitions happen or stuff like that. Because on 18 we really didn't see any of those, but I was really expecting more.
Wallando the first to score a Tetris in these 19 speeds, but now looking to burn it down. RX Scout setting up, now Tetris ready, waiting on the bar. I don't know if you can see with our current camera angle, but Scout is angling his hands so that he can get the controller immediately. Now we have our hand cam as well. Thank you, Zempro.
Oh,
But
no.
not able to get the T left, and they are down in points right now. Wallando scores another Tetris, and that will do it for the set. So great job, RX Scout, in making it to 19, putting up a fight, over a 500K score. So solid pace as well. But Wallando are going to take this one in a 2-0 sweep. Probably do 2-3. So coming up next after this, we're going to let them play it out, but we're going to have Bland and Shadow Knight versus Meme and Hydrant. So If we could get you guys ready to come up to the stage soon, we can get that underway. I think we can probably try and do a best of 5 from here on out. We only have 3 more matches, but this was a good set, especially for our 2 lowest seeds. Okay, so we're getting our players up now, and Bland and Shadow have some experience with relays. I'm not sure if they've ever tried to play a tournament at all, but they've definitely done it for fun. Meme and Hydrant, I think today was also their first time playing together as a team, but I believe both have played relays in various forms before. 2 experienced players for sure to the scene in general. Bland and Shadow certainly the newer generation relatively, but can play plenty of Tetris. So we'll see what playstyles they end up going with. I believe Shadow is a tapper for relay. Bland, are you also tapping? Shadow has tapped in relay with me before. So you're both dancing? You're both rolling?
Wait, what?
Okay, so we're going to see
Actually,
2 rollers,
that's
it
sick.
seems. Bland and Shadow going to both try it out.
Damn,
Don't know how
okay.
this is going to work out mechanically. Looks like we're going to be seeing some interesting chair positioning to make this work. Up close and personal, certainly. Meme and Hydrant, could we get the hand cam adjusted a little bit to show where they are? But looks like probably both tapping. Just leg tapping. Might be moving it between different people's legs depending on whose turn it is. Katie and Aaron, when they play, I was watching them warm up earlier. Aaron just taps on Katie's leg, so we'll see that in a bit. And then Katie
Yeah.
picks up the controller and plays DAS.
Yes, that works.
So,
Fair enough.
but yeah, we can see everything now. Looks good. Let's get the names changed.
Yes.
So we've got
What are their
Uh,
pair names?
Blando on the left side with a W. Very
Blendo.
important. Actually, no, Bland QW maybe.
Yes. Okay.
That's not where the Q goes, but we can pretend.
Wait, what? Oh, wait. You're right, Lamau.
Maybe Bookwindo. Perfect.
I'm so
And
smart.
then Memedrint maybe.
True. Okay.
Awesome. Blando got some interesting controller strategies thus far. We'll see if they can figure it out, but can we also reset the hearts? Awesome. Is what allowed?
1 minute.
Bland and Shadow might be cheating, but we'll ignore it.
Oh.
You guys can move. I believe in you. Okay. We'll give them a bit more time to warm up, get familiar with the mechanics, and then we'll get started. But yeah, this is a roll versus tap matchup to see which playstyle might be superior for the relay strategies. And that means our top 4 will actually have one of every playstyle participating. We've got the all DAS team in Walando, the all roll team in Blando, the all tap team in Memedrint, and then the hybrid DAS and tap team of Katie and Aaron. So yeah, we'll get everything ready in a second, get the seed, and then we will get started with our set. So we're going to be trying best of 5. There are only 3 matches left. Okay, and we are ready. So let's get them counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So we've got Hydrant and Bland starting it off.
Fascinating opener from Memedrin.
Yeah, Hydrant really opting to build out that left side over everything else. Misdraw, or puts the bar in column 9 to set up for the Tetris sooner. And that's going to be first transfer. Blando able to make the transfers work thus far. Shadow Knight now able to roll.
Apparently there was a line spin. Unfortunate.
I'm a terrible commentator because I can't see adjustments. I apologize. I'll look out for them more in the future. But yeah, we've got things going and seems to be working out as intended thus far. We'll see if that is able to continue on the higher speeds.
Very large bar dependency there on the left for Memedrin. Getting it filled out, but having to make some more holes, which is, ooh, interesting burn setup there. If they could actually get the right pieces, that would be pretty cool. That's better.
Might opt to play one off the bottom, maybe even in this column 9 here. And Hydrant is set up. Shadow probably did something wrong and is shushing now, but almost out of this little dig situation. Hydrant is getting a bit up high, though, and that Z misdrop will not help. Able to get the bar over to the left. Did play tap in the old days before rolling, so has plenty of experience with the playstyle. But covers that bar dependency right as the bar shows up, and now a bit of parity in the stack.
Square spire there for Memedrin too. Now would not be the time to go looking for dirty Tetrises, by the way. I mean, I'm sure they know that. I've seen Hydrant kind of adjusting his play to make sure that doesn't happen, but yeah, it would be really dangerous.
And all this digging has opened up a 4.5 Tetris lead for Blando. Very slightly ahead in the line count, but this is a much stronger start pace-wise. Memedrin been struggling to get clean, get the Tetrises. Might go for a dirty here, but sticks the J in the Tetris well to burn it down a bit.
All right, there we go. Getting close to the bottom now. Has another dirty Tetris setup. This one is probably fine, honestly.
That would have been a perfect transfer, both cleaning up the hole and the right side back to the column 10 if the bar timing worked out, but it took its time. Eventually able to get the Tetris, though, but now even further ahead on the lines with the continued high-up play. And still more of a lead for Blando. They've still been looking good with getting these roll transfers back and forth where both players are able to settle the controller into the grip while still on those 18 speeds before the next piece falls. Oh, but hangs the bar in column 9 for Bland, maybe trying to pass it too early, but Shadow recovers and immediately scores another one to pass it right back.
I almost forgot that Shadow had to pass it like after he scored. So I was like, wait, what's he doing? And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think as a player, it's sometimes hard to recognize, oh, I just scored a Tetris. I need to pass the controller. I'm not just playing a normal game of Tetris. Couple of J dependencies for Memedrin. Fills in one and gets the Tetris. Tuck set up on the right side. Pretty clean from Blando still, and pretty high pace. They're mid 500 or so, which, again, when you're playing a relay, even more impressive. Waiting on a bar. Nice T on the left side into an S spin for Memedrin. Great adjustment to keep the well open and burn it away cleanly in just one burn. But looking to catch up some of this pace here.
Yeah, they seem to be doing a lot better now compared to the beginning. Still have quite a ways to go in like the score deficit department, but they're working on it. It's not getting high, but gets a bar.
332 for Memdrin, 470 for Blando. That is 136,000 point lead, almost 6 Tetrises. Nice burns to clean everything up for Memdrin, but a bit of a misdrop on the J there. Looking for another J to tuck in maybe after tucking in that square earlier. But we're approaching this transition again, looking at a potential 400 if they can get the last Tetris for Memdrin, and already past 500 with 1 to go after getting this last cleanup burn maybe for Blando. 407 at transition for Memdrin. Immediate misdrop to start 19 for Blando. 545 the score there. But Bland has the rolling under control now, so should be able to dig this down. Will just cost a bit of pace and give Memdrin a window back into this game. But yeah, another thing to keep in mind here is the difference in potential kill screen play. We do have the level switch rule, which will make it harder for Blando to score as many points as they normally would with rolling, but they still have that capability to line out for a couple levels and or get a Tetris to make that score difference. So Memdrin gonna look for a lead into kill screen, potentially an even bigger one, assuming both teams make it there.
I wish I knew, like, has anyone attempted, like, kill screen, rolling, relay type of stuff? Like, I could imagine, like, Fractal
Passing,
maybe
you
attempting
mean?
this. Yeah.
I think, yeah, Meme says she has tried it with Huff, who is presumably the person she plays relay with most, but who is not here.
Yeah.
So Hydrant a worthy alternate. But it's certainly possible. Katie got her first DAS level 30 yesterday when practicing with Aaron on a relay after Aaron got a Tetris into kill screen.
Oh
So
my God.
she was able to get the pass, recover, and then get DAS level 30.
Yeah, that is sick.
But Memdrin looking better on these 19 speeds, catching up under 2 Tetrises apart now. Blando open again, but been slowing down a bit on the 19 speeds.
Yeah,
Tetris ready for both. Blando get the bar first. Memdrin get the same bar as well, a little bit.
Oh, misdrop there for Memdrin, though. They have narrowed the lead down to less than a Tetris, but they will have to deal with this now instead.
They are a little bit ahead on lines, but it's pretty close. So, looking for the end of this dig for Memdrin. Not able to get that bar left. That's the difference with tapping, is that it's hard to get these left taps, and that will do it for Memdrin. And Blando will take game 1. But good play by both teams to get this over 700 each. Yeah. If they're actually good, they're gonna take forever. Okay, due to time constraints, we have switched back to best of 3. We might be able to get best of 5 for the finals, but sorry about the lack of clarity.
It's just fun, baby.
Not exactly much on the line here, as Kingsman points out. Bragging rights, maybe. But we'll see if Blando can get a bit of kill screen play in. Gonna need to dig this down first, though. Not a Tetris there. Would have been a tough pass if it were.
Ooh.
Looking for one into kill screen here. Gets the bar. And that is going to be a hard pass to do.
Huh? Oh.
And a
apparently
pretty
it's
big
their
PB.
Yeah. Damn. Over 200k BB here for Blando.
So yeah, let's get the seed incremented and we can get game 2 started. Give a thumbs up when you're ready. Thumbs up for Blando. Thumbs up for Memdrin. And we are good to start game 2. Let's get it counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Another game of Simultris thus far. Who will break it? It is broken a little bit further in. L dependency for Blando here. Mimdrint, a bit of a cleaner stack, but going to need to take some more burns, it looks like. Finally getting the L for Blando. Really took its time, but good T-burn with the bar in the window to get the stack back clean again, and a nice Quarion thing there as well. Bit of a drought for both teams. Blando get the bar first. Now a bit of down stacking to do for Mimdrint. Blando going to generally be playing the higher of the two, as they have the rolling advantage, but still scary to do that transfer from person to person in a short window of time, as we saw into kill screen there. Really a struggle to get the controller settled into that rolling grip.
And yeah, we see some of that struggle in their last transfer earlier, where now they're digging due to a misdrop immediately after. But Mimdrint is also, oh, that is a nasty series of Zs. So yeah, both teams having to dig regardless. And literally no score separating them anyway, so.
Mimdrint in a bit of a scarier situation. Blando almost out of it, a couple burns away from clean, and they are cleaned up now, waiting on the bar for the Tetris. Mimdrint digging it down, closer than they were before. Probably not going to go for any Tetrises up here, so it'll just be Hydrant tapping away for a long time. Another unfortunate sequence leading him to a pretty long dig, and this might be able to open up another big 18 lead for Blando.
Getting down to the bottom finally is Mimdrint. 38,000 points behind, which is not bad compared to last game at least. But both teams are clean, so really no saying, ooh, Blando gonna hang a bar on the left, it seems.
Yeah, it looks like a double flip preventing the 5-tap maybe, and able to get this 5-tap pretty easily. Once the rolling grip is settled in, it seems like both Bland and Shadow Knight are having not that many issues with the rolling. It's just, can they get that transfer cleanly? And most of this game, they've been able to do it. But bit of struggle pace for both teams. Look at the Tetris rate. We've got 19% for Mimdrint, 34% for Blando. Still not a huge score difference, but not the paces you would want to see in a normal game. Obviously in Relay, especially with the brutal best of 3 format, it's more about staying alive than anything else, but both teams would certainly love to up the pace and get some more Tetrises. Vits for Mimdrint making a bar dependency in the process. Gonna need multiple bars to clean this up. Another bar dependency is forming.
This is nasty to deal with. Tap 2, like, you don't get that speed. He does get the pieces to the left that he needs, so.
Exact tie for a second there, though.
Ooh, sick.
So it seems like Blando have been stuck in some burning as well, since Mimdrint haven't been scoring that many Tetrises for a while. But we'll see if they clean it up or just try to maybe even go for this left well. We'll see. Ready for it, and that will potentially clean up down the bottom, but with issues with the transfer, Shadow Knight not able to get the pieces over in time to try and dig it down cleanly. So just gonna take the extra few burns, play it safe. Transition is not quite here yet, but will be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, Mimdrint got their whole Vit situation taken care of. Has to cover the well again. They have been doing a fair bit. But so is Blando, so nothing too catastrophic here.
Great LPs for the dependency into a Tetris. And we are under 1 Tetris apart still. Blando waiting for a T to spin. might go for this Tetris. No, just going to burn it down. Not put each other in danger. But we are 380 points apart. Just half a single trading back and forth as these teams burn it down. Now a Tetris for Memedren and one back for Blando. So it looks like we're going to have very close, if not identical, transition scores right in the low-mid 300s. So certainly worse pace than last game. Blando burning in with this drought. Memedren able to get the Tetris right after, but also burned in. So struggle paces here, looking to turn it up in the 19 speeds. But we are really quite neck and neck. Little burn sequence for Blando will give the lead to Memedren by about a Tetris, but before that, it was about 0.1 of a Tetris when they were at the same line count. So
Nice and clean here from Memedren. Blando working on getting their stack cleaned up. Getting a nice bar. Would like another one, maybe. Lots of LJ dependencies. Getting a bar, but having to fill the dependencies instead. Working on it. Getting there. Has one off the bottom set up right now.
looking for this perfect transfer, but the bar just not showing up at the right time. And looks like a drought for both teams here. We are playing same piece sets.
Memedren also getting up high. I mean, both teams really, but it's more dangerous for them. Getting it dealt with. Needs to get something over to the left. Uses square to make a hole instead. Oh, and Blando with a lot of difficulty on that transfer. Going to top out at 440, so Memedren good for game number 2.
And we have got our first decider. Yeah, really just one bad transfer. Seemed like maybe controller got dropped a little, something like that. But Bland not able to recover off of Shadow's pass. Don't know who was at fault. Maybe both. But Memedren ready for game 3. Shadow and Bland, are you ready as well? Okay, let's get it counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Bland and Shadow were claiming it's my fault. Honestly, I kind of believe them. Commentator curse is a classic, so I'll take a bit of responsibility. But first Tetris scored for Blando. Memedren still setting up. Looks like Meme is starting instead after Hydrant started earlier. Bland has been starting all 3 games.
Yeah, okay.
Is that not true? Oh, no, right. Shadow started because they scored a Tetris already. Right. Good point. Spreading only a little bit of misinformation. But neck and neck through 13 lines. Super early on. Nice adjustment for Memedren to set up a J-tuck. Bland appearing to gesture to me instead of getting the transfer. Going to do a strange Vits that won't resolve cleanly. And there is the Vits. Apparently I missed one that was good, but I saw the bad ones. That's what counts. Memedren, a little bit of digging, almost Tetris ready, but one Mino away a couple times. Getting up a bit high now, maybe a bit of a drought, and opens it back up, and there's the Tetris. Wrestling has decided that they're starting up again, but we are on a bit of a time constraint here. The convention closes at 8 o'clock, which is in 34 minutes.
Oh,
so
wait.
That's why we've been doing these best of 3s instead of, I would want to do best of 5s. But bit of a dig for Blando here. Bar dependent. Also wanting a couple squares maybe, but filling in those holes with ill-timed Z pieces. Good Z there, though, to dig it down a little bit more. Now looking for an L, the bar will do. Square helps for the left as well, and bar in the middle will help get this most of the rest of the way down. Memedren also having to do a little bit of burning, bar dependent over there, but the bar shows up right after. So not too big of a deal. But this is now the biggest lead we've seen from Memedrent on 18, about 3.5 Tetrises. And they're back on the solid, probably around 500 pace that we saw from game 1. Blando, more like the struggle pace of game 2. But back clean again, waiting on the bar, and there it is for the Tetris. Mini drought ends in a Tetris for Memedrent there, and another bar shows up right away. But it's around a 4 Tetris lead, almost exactly, and we are neck and neck on lines. So this is a true lead. Nice adjustment from Memedrent. Interesting T placement. Looked to be some sort of adjustment, but works out after the Z piece shows up for the tuck. Blando had a bar dependency, filled it in. Now waiting on another for the Tetris. Both teams Tetris ready and waiting. And Tetris is scored for both. But it's around a 5 Tetris lead now. Even more little bits of efficiency dropping behind from Blando. And Memedrent barely burning at all. Blando burning a couple every once in a while, but that's enough to make a difference in this lead.
Yeah, great pace here from Memedrent. Like, oh god, even if it wasn't a relay, gonna have to do a little bit of burning here. Not getting great pieces, square bursting, and then, yeah, okay, feeling their dependencies now. And Blando has been clean, so I guess they can narrow the gap here a little bit.
Yeah, down to around 3 Tetrises as opposed to the 4 or 5 of earlier. And now a Tetris of lines ahead, but only 2 Tetrises back at that time. So the gap is narrowing. Blando able to get these transfers a bit cleaner in the second half of this 18 thus far and catch up on pace. Couple delayed tuck setups there. Works out with the J pieces and knocking down Tetris there as well. I like the tuck from Memedrent there with that J flat to set up a T tuck. And we are almost at transition. And right now, around 3 Tetris lead for Memedrent still. Blando had a J dependency, didn't want to deal with it, covered it up, burned it down. But we are in transition. 4:06 for Blando with another Tetris not long after. 5:21 Tetris into transition for Memedrent. So this is a pretty sizable pace lead at transition, but we'll see if the rollers can make it up on the 19 speeds. Bit of a dig for Blando now. Tetris ready for Memedrent. Taking the skim in the double well and knocking it down. Blando waiting on a bar here, making a double well of their own. Good safety strategy. But looked like Bland had the controller for a second, but might have dropped it or something like that because they lost control, and now they're up really high. This is diggable with the rolling speed, but it'll be difficult, and that's going to do it. And with a 5 Tetris lead, Memedrent are good in a best-of-3 reverse sweep. So good, strong game 1 from both. Blando pushing the pace more, getting the kill screen, relay PB for them. But Memedrent just able to stay alive on the 19 speeds consistently. So let's get our next match ready. We've got Katie and Aaron versus Wally and Morlando. So for those of you just joining us, we are playing a relay tournament. the format of this one is there are two players both playing the same game. They switch who's holding the controller and playing the game every Tetris they score. So if you burn, you don't switch, but if you score a Tetris, you have to pass it to your teammate. There's an additional rule to try to make the kill screen a bit less of an easy thing to line out with rolling by making it so you need to either score a Tetris and switch that way, or just pass it after 10 lines for every level. But now that our only rolling team has been eliminated, that rule probably won't come into effect too much. We've only got one tapper in this match, and then two awaiting to play the winner of this one in the finals. But yeah, let's get things set up.
Name for the team is Cool Ice Bug.
I was thinking Cool Bug Age, but that works too. Wall Lando with 3 L's. So yeah, we've had both of these players warming up a good bit before, or all 4 of these players, I suppose, both of the teams. So we shouldn't need too much time for that. Just gonna get the seed put in, and the matches started.
Oh, this is kick. Oh, wait, it tells you the different. Oh, that's so cool.
Okay, we are ready all around, so let's get game 1 started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
It's time to see the experts in action.
We will see if Cool Ice Bug are truly worthy of the #1 seed I have given them for not no reason, but arbitrarily somewhat. Based on vibes, let's say.
True.
But in practice, I was watching them score higher than anything we've seen from any of the games thus far, relatively consistently. So we'll see if they can keep that up. But neck and neck thus far, 2 Tetrises apiece. But as you can see, Aaron is tapping on Katie's leg. That is the strategy. As opposed to Wally and Orlando just handing it back and forth playing DOS.
Seems probably better. I mean, it might be. Okay, yeah, Aaron said it's great, so yeah, I believe you.
It certainly worked out for them well with the accomplishments they've gotten in practice, and thus far this game up a little bit, but same number of Tetrises scored, so not really much of a real lead either way. Another thing Aaron mentioned when I was talking to him about it in practice was because he's not in his usual tapping grip, obviously he's usually tapping on, you know, his own leg as opposed to someone else's. He's not as comfortable with all the movement, so he doesn't feel as good about doing adjustments. Thank you, Orlando, for the hey now on Katie and Aaron's side. Another strategy to think about with this relay format is the screen looking. You can have your teammate screen look for you while you're playing. You don't need to screen look yourself, so you can maybe avoid some of the misdrops that come from that. But I don't think it's that much of a difference, especially with all these experienced players. They know how to screen look. They have screen looked plenty. Up a bit high for Cool Ice Bug, but a couple of bars will Tetris it back down, and gonna take a bit of burning to resolve this probably. Yeah, Cool Ice Bug gotten 1.1s before. No 1.2 yet, correct? 1.17 is the
God
PB.
damn. No. Oh man, they
And
were
routed out of
close.
1.2s. But
So sad.
one Tetris lead for them here, about halfway through the 18 speeds. But it's really neck and neck now that they're in this little dig situation here, while Walando, nice and clean, just knocking him down with Das. Honestly, I've been very impressed by the Das play from all these relays thus far, especially on 19. Das 19 is a difficult thing, and they're making it look playable even though they have to pass the controller back and forth. Didn't see that much of it from Walando in their first round match, but hopefully we'll get to see the best of both teams in this match here.
Wait, yeah, I didn't even consider this. Like, handing over the controller while, like the timing there is like kind of, damn, the timing must be kind of difficult. What? Yeah.
The dash charging strategies are very important. So. Aaron and Katie aggressively wall charging, but we'll see if Walando can get the mechanics down with very little practice time. But bit of a lead for Walando now, about a Tetris and a half. Little bit of burning here, opened it back up for a Tetris right then. And it is a pretty close game, and both teams playing well thus far. These are some pretty solid paces.
Pretty close here, despite the apparent experience difference, at least when playing in these pairs specifically. Yeah, both teams clean. They're pretty close, I'd say, at least relative to the other games we've had.
Yeah. Triple well filled in with 2 bars for Cool Ice Bug. Looking for one more for the Tetris.
Aaron thinks Cool Ice Bug is a great name.
But drought for both here. Bar shows up right as the well gets opened for Walando. And one scored for Cool Ice Bug as well. Close to transition, gonna want to make sure for both teams that you're set up well to survive and keep playing. 2 lines left each. 500 transition for Cool Ice Bug with the Tetris to transfer on the transition. Walando just slightly above the mark as well, but we are pretty much neck and neck, less than a Tetris separating these 2 teams, and basically same line count as well. Aaron getting griefed by Opox, who is presumably driving or getting here, but either way, calling Aaron during his match.
Oh, Benjamin Opox. Can someone message him and tell him to shut up? Says Katie.
We're enlisting chat for this.
Yo, chat.
We do also have a match arena for the main tournament, by the way. I believe there are still coupon codes to be claimed. There are certainly some being claimed right now. But just a couple of clicks to sign in with accounts you already have, Twitch or whatever, and it provides 25 cents to the prize pool for our players. So thank you, Bent Squirrely, on 2 accounts, and everyone else who's claimed a code thus far as well. But bit of a lead for Cool Ice Bug. Both teams playing pretty well in the 19 speeds thus far. Tetris ready and good bar timing for Cool Ice Bug. Looking to get another one very soon, maybe. 40,000 point lead. That's around a Tetris and a half by this level. But bit of a drought now. Walando knock one down. Cool Ice Bug. Tetris ready as well after just opening it back up. Bit of a misdrop from Walando maybe, but looks like it'll resolve in relatively few burns. But this is approaching max out pace. Certainly the best paces we've seen through this level of the day thus far.
Approaching max out pace. What a banger.
Am I wrong? Exactly. It's almost max out pace, but it's not. But it could be if you play better. Row 2 center well Tetris for Walando, able to transfer it back, and it is almost time for kill screen. Cool Ice Bug transfers it over to Aaron. So if Aaron touches into kill screen, then Katie, the DAS player, will have to play kill screen. Probably going to be a struggle to clear anything. Not able to get anything, but not able to get the bar over our Walando. We're a bit too far behind in pace probably to do anything without a kill screen setup, and that would have been very difficult with that board. But 935 to 833, those are some good scores. GG. So let's get the seed incremented and we can get our next game started. Are we good? Walando good?
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, let's get game 2 counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Bit of a push down opener for Walando. That'll be the difference thus far. Any lead they can get, they'll take it, certainly. Two push down points on the side of Cool Ice Bug. We'll see if they engage in an intense push down battle.
True. He brings up a good point. He says that normally, like when you push down, right, in a single player game, you would push down on the Tetris, but like, you can't really do that. So instead, you just gotta push down on like everything else.
That was a crazy resolve from Morlando, by the way, but now gonna have to do a bit more digging. But yeah, in terms of format, we're gonna do best of 3 all the way because the convention closes in 15 minutes. So we're on a bit of a time crunch. We changed up the kill screen rules a bit, but I don't think it'll matter because no more rollers left. So, or at least no more people who are playing with rolling. Certainly plenty of people who roll in open tournaments.
Wow, that bar barely made, I mean not bar, sorry, the J barely made it over for Walando to the left, and then thankfully got a Tetris to lower the stack. That was scary. But they're fine now. Cool Ice Bug also clean.
One Tetris lead for Walando. Losing DAS for a bar in a second there, but able to get enough DAS for the next bar, and wasn't a very high stack on 18 anyway, so probably wouldn't have been too much of a challenge to get the bar over with just no DAS whatsoever. That's a nice adjustment as well.
My jaw literally dropped. That was like, I've never seen that before. That was some insane technology, bro.
It's a TJ with an S spin. But Morlando really bringing out all the swag for this one.
Real.
Love to see it. But hasn't done his team any good in terms of a lead thus far. Really neck and neck. 1,000 points separating the two. 0.05 Tetrises.
Yep, nice T-tuck for Walando here. Getting a Tetris. Stack was a little bit high. It's okay now, though. Cool Ice Bug also chilling. Getting a Tetris, transferring as normal. They definitely seem to not have any apparent difficulty with like the transfers. From before, definitely the most I think I remember seeing struggle was the roll duo. Otherwise, it seems to be a lot smoother.
Yeah, that really is the disadvantage with rolling, is you need to be able to get settled into your grip, and especially if 2 people are rolling, it's hard to have a setup physically where that's going to work out and you can actually get the rolling comfortable for both players, especially on the 19 speeds, which are one of the bigger challenges of this competition. bit of column parity for Wallando now. The L piece will help. Bar dependent on the right now. And burns it down a bit, but gonna want another bar for the left. And there it is. So Tetris ready again. Covers the well, but opens it back up with the T to fix all the parity issues on the left. And there's the bar. But at the same lines, seems like a 2/3 of a Tetris lead for Cool Ice Bug. But Wallando maybe slightly ahead in the piece sequence.
Nasty S-Spire, or like S-Burst there for Cool Ice Bug. Having to cover the well pretty high up. It's probably not terrible to run out of, but it's just a little bit of a slowdown.
Yeah, the J was a bit rude, but a couple of them was able to burn it away. And now looking for a bar for this bar dependency. But the drought counter just keeps ticking. There's the bar right as the dependency is opened back up. And a Tetris. So now under a Tetris apart, about 0.4 at the same line count. But we are really neck and neck here.
Yeah, both teams are on pretty good pace, like objectively speaking as well.
These are once again solid 500 paces. This is what you would expect from a DAS Masters match maybe. But they've got 2 people playing. So good stacking all around. Maybe more than anything, that just shows that these teams both are able to do a good job of transferring well and not lose too much from misdropping right after the well transfer or playing lower in order to worry about it.
Yeah, I don't really think I've seen any misdrops due to transfer really too much at all. Even from Wallando, the less like the experienced duo. Ooh, transition to 19 here for Wallando, 473. Katie, not Katie, Cool Ice Bug, 2 lines away.
Yeah, Aaron thinking about a dirty there, but with transition coming up, not able to pull it off. I'm a fan of that dirty in general. I think we should start calling it the Gerald dirty, where you set up with S90 twice because it gives you a perfect well transfer, because Gerald did that in a pace sheet game one time. So that's how I've thought of it ever since. But bit of a lead for Cool Ice Bug. Bar gets left for Wallando, but this is a tough dig. Might even be a Tetris. No, just going to be a double. And now have the double well for safety. But where is the long bar to bring their stack down to safety? Comes as they cover the well.
Stack hitting really high. Can something get over the left? Okay, nice.
Gets the quick top.
Oh,
but not able to get that
bar.
one. The dash charge. Maybe trying to roll switch. Still
Wait.
surviving for a couple of pieces,
Oh,
but
no.
Wally not able to pull off the dig, and that's going to do it. So our number 1 seed will be advancing to the finals. You guys can just stay where you are. And we will get up the second set of finalists, Memedrent. But yeah, a great set from our relative newcomers, Wally and Morlando, after another great set before. So we'll see if anyone can challenge our number 1 seed. But we have 9 minutes left, so we're going to need to play some games. We'll do 1 game, and then if we have time, we'll do another game. But
Best of
maybe
best
1
of
for the
1
finals.
and
So
a half.
it's a bit scuffed. But let's get the seeds entered and trying to get started as fast as possible. All ready? So let's get counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Exactly. More games will happen the more top outs happen early. So we'll see if we are able to get a second game in. Not like it matters all that much. This is just for fun. And hopefully you guys are having fun, both here and in the chat. Aaron's ego rests on this game entirely, so. Better win, Cool Ice Bug. perfect thus far until Memedrent take that burn right as I say that.
The stakes are stakes because apparently we are going to barbecue after this.
Yes.
Yeah. They're fighting for like the rights to the meat or something, bro. I don't know.
But Cool Icebug up high, maybe trying to prove the early top out theory correct. We'll see if Aaron can take this down.
Aaron is very offended.
Looking for an L piece for the dependency, but
Ooh,
this is
what
scary.
is
Not able to get the
that?
S right, and
That's
that'll do it.
nasty.
And that'll be a
Man.
1-0 lead for Memedrent. Please don't mullen, because we are very tight on time. Let's get the seed incremented and game 2 started. We will call this a tie if there's no time for a game 3, and it's 1-1. So we're all ready. Let's get a count down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Interesting opener for Memedrent with the S-flat delayed talk setup. But working out for both teams thus far. Both 1 Mino away from Tetris ready, filling in those LNJ dependencies, and now just looking for the first Tetris scoring long bar of the game. Comes right as Memedrent cover. So looking to open back up, and there it is. That's a bit of a misdrop, though. Maybe looking for an adjust. And nicely burning it away. Probably just like 5 burns or so total, and back to Tetris ready. But another short drought forming, both getting the bar, both scoring the Tetris. But yeah, we are under time pressure, so we'll see if we can get this one played out, maybe even have time for a third game, but it is really actually closing, and I don't think we can stay here and do anything afterwards. So would be nice if they let us, you know, stay here and play it out, but I think we're just gonna have to immediately tear stuff down or leave whatever setups we have for tomorrow, since, you know, that's when the main Tetris event is. But 1 Tetris lead for Cool Icebug thus far. Up a bit high, but knocking down a couple of Tetrises with those bars. Memedrent waiting on the same bars, a bit behind in the P sequence, it seems. And there are the 2 bars, and now back to Tetris ready again after filling out the right side. Yes, I believe there will also be an after party tomorrow. Is Morlando still in the area? Cool. What was that? Okay. We will see details in the North America chat, I suppose. But neck and neck, 760 points. That's just 1 single separating them at the same line count. And they were at the same line count for a second there. So it really is just those burns being the difference. Although actually slightly higher Tetris rate for Cool Icebug, although that was after they scored an extra Tetris in the line count.
Wow, they are tied at different lines. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 1 line apart, 66 for Memedrent, 67 for Katybug. Or sorry, Cool Icebug.
Katybug, true.
She was playing at the time, so I'm not entirely wrong. But
True.
big square hole for Cool Icebug. The L piece did in fact go in the square hole. But we are, again, super neck and neck at similar line counts. Although Memedrent, bit of a drought, going to take the triple there and then score the Tetris with the next bar. Now it's a bit under 1 Tetris. But 385 for Cool Icebug, 367, make that 368 for Memedrent.
Yeah,
we
are
are
not
really
having
close.
time for another game.
Yep, 7:57. So this will be our final game. We will either see a single winner or two teams tied. I suppose there won't be a single winner at all because it would be
True.
two winners.
Yeah.
But Cool Icebug looking to get the tie. Meme Drint looking to take the 2-0 sweep. But unfortunately, we won't even be able to
Ooh.
play a potential decider tomorrow. Very tight schedule, I believe, down to best of 3 or so. And Katie Bug with Das is not going to be able to get the pieces over. So this is our first chase down somehow. All the other top outs have been with a lead in our tournament thus far. But one bar will do it. 0.72 of a Tetris, 400 with the chase down, and there it is.
GG.
Neemjin are undisputed winners over our #1 seed Cool Icebug. So thank you everyone for playing. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you Twitch for watching, and also YouTube, Kick, whatever other platforms we have.
GG. All hail Meme Drint.
The power of tapping is able to take home the victory. Or maybe just the power of Katie and Aaron each early topping once in the finals. But
True.
either way, it was fun. I had fun. Did you have fun?
I had very much fun.
Fun was had by all, it
Yes,
seems.
indeed.
But yeah, that's going to be it for us for the night. Convention closes in literally 1 minute, so not much to do here.
You should
But
leave immediately.
we will be back bright and early tomorrow morning. 11 a.m., is that correct? 11 a.m. is our first qual session. And
Fun.
I believe that will be commentated by Katie and Aaron. Is that correct?
Ooh.
So we will probably get to see them after the relay doing the commentary. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. So we will see you in, what is that? 15 hours?
I can't do math.
15 hours. I'll trust my math. 12 plus 3. Good night, everyone.
Good night.